Hello everybody and welcome back to the 2024 WHAC Rocket League season. My name is Bub and we are back one more time for your Indiana Tech Warriors to take on the Lawrence Tech Blue Devils, a rematch of the first ever grand finals for WHAC Rocket League, but the roster's a little different. We'll start here with your Indiana Tech roster, which has some new faces. Of course, Chippy returning from last year, now a sophomore, is sided with Bluey and Miller. Bluey a freshman and Miller a transfer from another college. Nas, the sub for the roster. Lawrence Tech, very similar to what last year's roster looked like. We had I Apologize, Kaz, and, well, no pun intended, but the freshly minted Minty has joined the team. That will be their roster going into today's game. This is the first week of action around the league, and we've already had our first game go through. It was Aquinas and new member Bethel joining. The WHAC is now up to 12 teams with Bethel, St. Xavier, and Defiance all joining. But Aquinas reverse swept Bethel. A hot start for Bethel, and then Aquinas with some names that we've heard for a while now. Bimax, Stev Beef, and they actually had Just JG as their third for that series. Put up 19 goals in 5 games. They were able to take down the new team on the block. But we're going to get this one started here real soon. Again, my name is Bub in case you're just tuning in, and we'll be back in just a moment when both teams are ready. Sit back and enjoy. Alright, we are ready to go. Game 1 between Lawrence Tech and Indiana Tech, and the WHAC season has officially started. As Bluey goes towards the net, Chip with the rebound, steered aside there by I Apologize. It is Miller up the right wall, and we have a disconnect immediately and some server problems. So we're going to get a quick little restart on this, and I guess we'll be right back in just a moment. Sometimes these things happen. It's good to find it early before it becomes a major issue. Get this thing going one more time. I think we're good. I think we're remaking. Lobby should be coming back up. A little bit of technical difficulty to get the season started. Why not? Alright, we're back for real this time. And now the WHAC season has officially kicked off with Miller going towards the net and immediately getting one on the board. Indiana Tech off and running within the first 3 seconds. That's Miller's first goal of his WHAC career. Sunk early, the assist to Chip. Quick start here for the Warriors against Lawrence Tech. This was a matchup we saw a few times last year. Obviously, last year was a double round robin. This regular season, a single round robin best of 5. The top 6 teams will go to Siena Heights University for the conference championship. The top 4 will auto qualify, and seeds 6 through 12 will play in a play-in tournament to determine the final teams. We saw this last year at the WHAC Conference Championship as well. Indiana Tech had actually, I believe they dropped the opening series against Lawrence Tech, as I apologize is on the board as well. Speaking of Lawrence Tech, they strike back here early. It's I apologize from Minty. And we're dead even here with 4:26 to go. But yes, this was a matchup we saw a few times last year. The Warriors took 2 of 3 matchups, counting that playoff run-in. Here is Bluey back the other way. Minty will send it back where Miller resides on the left side of midfield. He'll air dribble it towards the net, try to drop it down. A huge stop from Kaz. The rebound from Chip steered aside as well, and Minty able to get in the way as Bluey tries to drop it down in front once more, but once again cleared away. Kaz back the other way for LTU. I apologize! Puts it behind Chip, and the Warriors now trail only a minute into game 1 here. Kaz a little bit of an air dribble, and that's a very tough read for Chip, no matter which way you slice it. Lawrence Tech takes advantage of deception and have a 1-goal lead. 2 commit here for Lawrence Tech. It's Minty and I apologize off the kickoff. Chip, 1 touch, tries to follow through around Kaz to the backboard. Any help coming? Bluey into the middle for Miller, bar down. And we're tied once more. Miller with a couple, this time assisted by Bluey, and we are back even with 3:50 to go. A game happening around the league at this exact moment, actually. Rochester Christian and Cleary are starting their seasons. I believe Siena Heights and Cornerstone are getting started as well today. So everybody getting their season started here real soon. As Kaz not able to make contact there in midfield. I apologize. Beat out by Chip. The net's open. Bluey couldn't hit it. Miller the fake. Minty gets back in time, and the Warriors miss an open net opportunity here. Bluey takes control. 50 on Minty. It goes the far side. Miller up his own backboard. Now off the ceiling. Up over Kaz. Minty there. 1 touch and back into the corner we go where Chip is. The 50 pops out to mid where Bluey will send 1 back out. Kaz onto the right wall now. Miller will drop it down as the Warriors look to advance downfield. Minty sends it back. Kaz is upfield, not able to make contact, so Bluey will just circle back and grab it. Gets it around Minty. Miller going for bumps. I apologize. Steers it to the corner. Bluey off the sidewall to Chip. Maybe looking double. Miller demos 1. Left out in front. Bluey. And there's his first. Everybody's striking here for the Warriors. Chip, a beautiful double to set it up. And the Warriors back up by 1 as we almost cross the halfway point here in game 1. So a bit of a shaky start, but everything seems just as well here. As Bluey off the kickoff is going to circle back for it. Kaz will steer it away as Miller gets demoed. I apologize. We'll watch this one go to the far side. Now Chip off the backboard. Minty's there. This one's awkward out in front. I apologize. Comes in for help, but only gets a bump. And now Bluey will just keep it in. Minty tries to circle back. A double commit there for Lawrence Tech. Chip towards the backboard. Where's Miller on the follow-through? Is patient as everybody committing here for Lawrence Tech. They have loose here in midfield. Minty flip reset underneath. Gets it around Bluey. There is Chip back the other way. Kaz will watch this, but it gets around him. Bluey has an open net. He doesn't miss. And the Warriors have doubled their lead. It's 4-2 with 2:02 to go. Just a really good 50 there from Chip. Sets it all up, and Bluey able to bury it, and the Warriors looking good here with 2:02 to go in game 1. I apologize, and Bluey off the kickoff. Chip right there, put it on the board. That's his first of the season with 1:59 to go. It is 5-2. Like I mentioned, maybe a little shaky start for the Warriors, but they've ironed out some kinks here as this first game's gone along. And this seems to be no problem. A little feeling out process. I know neither one of these teams really that familiar with each other, at least this iteration of these teams. The university's very well acquainted over the years. Is Bluey not able to get around Minty there? Miller will just send it up the right side. Gets a demo on Kaz. Now Chip tries to get to the backboard. Miller will watch. Tries to turn it back out in front for Bluey. A demo happens in the backfield. Minty's awkward. He'll be hounded there by Bluey off the corner and back out to the middle for Miller. Towards the, I was going to say the backboard, but towards the back of the net. Miller puts up 3 here in game 1. 1:34 to go, and the Warriors running away with it. Bluey and I apologize off the kickoff. Miller's right there to steer it back into the LTU end. Minty one touch looking for the follow. Bluey will watch this one out in front for Chip. Everybody pitching in. It's 7-2 Warriors with a $1:25 to go. That's just speed from Bluey. This is one of the bigger acquisitions if you look at the rosters this season for the WHAC. They're with Magic joining RCU for the year. I apologize with the 50 there on Chip. Now Bluey on the left wall towards the backboard. Minty has one touch. Will get the second. Chip steers it back. Miller on the right side. It's another touch. Has no more. Will defect there to Bluey. This one pops out in front. Nobody there. Miller just flushes it back towards the Indiana Tech zone where Chip will work on that reset as he gets it off the backboard. Now back out. Gets a demo, and I apologize. Chip looking to maybe do it himself here, but runs into Kaz, who's not going to let that one get through as easily. Bluey tried to get around Minty. The attempt was unsuccessful, and Chip will take over from here. Pinches it across with less than a minute to go. The Warriors will take game 1 barring disaster. Miller towards the middle looking for Chip. The double tap finds its way. Pinball wizard Chip has 3 himself. And it's 8-2 here in game 1. A statement 1 here for Indiana Tech to start the season. Warriors coming off a year where they had just finished 3rd, losing to Siena Heights in the WHAC Conference Championship, and the WHAC as a whole finished 2nd overall behind Siena Heights. It came down to, I believe, it came down to a League of Legends game between Indiana Tech and Siena Heights in the WHAC Championship, which eventually defined how that season was going to end. Bluey off the corner, fakes out in front. Bluey's gonna have 3. 3 for everyone. It's a hat trick of hat tricks. It's 9-2 Indiana Tech. 12 seconds on the board, and I don't know if they're done quite yet, but they are putting LTU through the ringer right now. Not even going for the kickoff, straight to the backboard. Bluey is there. There's a contest, but he'll win that one. Kaz one touch. Minty just trying to keep the ball deep. Bluey to Miller towards the net. Minty is there. He'll steer it aside, and Indiana Tech will take game 1 against Lawrence Tech. As aforementioned, Miller to Chip. Maybe looking for one more. The double tap hits the ground, and the Warriors, you can't ask for a much better start to a season than what we just witnessed. 9-2, your final score. I got no comment, man. I mean, you look at the scoreboard. Bluey, 3 goals, 4 assists. Chippy, 3 goals, 3 assists. Miller, 3 goals, 2 assists. On the Lawrence Tech side, I apologize, put up 2 goals. Minty and Kaz both with an assist on their own. Bluey with 3 shots. Chip with 7. Miller with 5. It's a lot of shots versus 10. Or rather, 7 there for Lawrence Tech. Chip matched the total Lawrence Tech shot total to start the season. It's a good start. Good start. It's a best of 5 though, so there's still at least 2 more games that the Warriors are going to have to go through if they want to get out of here with a 1-0 start to the season. Again, can't ask for much better to start the season. We are ready to go here in game number 2. least I think we are. There we go. We're underway. It took a moment, but we're good to go. It is Kaz with one touch off the kickoff. Miller not able to make contact. I think he faked Chip out as well. So Chip will curl back and try and keep some possession here. Gets it around Minty. Now has to deal with I Apologize. Doesn't get it around him, but Bluey right there in support. Minty not allowing any time on the ball. Kaz with a 50 there on Miller. Chip towards the net. I Apologize. Tall to the task. Bluey the rebound. He finds top left. And the Warriors up 1-0 with 4:36 to go. This time, it's Bluey getting on the board to start the game. It's a good first save. Kaz tried to get back to it, but you're not saving that one. And 4:36 to go. Still early, and they're about to make it 2-0 unless something changes. It does not. Bluey, 2 goals in 28 seconds. Warriors, they were expected to do well this year with new challenges like St. Xavier. Siena Heights still a top team here in the WHAC. Rochester Christian, of course, the defending champions. They were ultimately ranked 4th in the preseason standings. They are clearly not happy with that call after being top 3 a season ago. But St. Xavier, a strong roster, also joining the WHAC. We will play them, I believe, I believe that one might be one of the last games of the season, but we will see how that goes as this one deflects wide. Bluey pops it up out in front. Chip, one touch, drops it down, looking back for Bluey. It's taken away before the shot gets on. Miller back to the left side again. Bluey running up towards the goal line. Kaz able to get through the screen, and I Apologize will send it back the other way. Chip around Minty. Kaz the last one back for Lawrence Tech. That is a pass right to Bluey, though. Off the corner, into the middle, into the net. Bluey has 3 with 3:45 to go, and oh, that one maybe a little bit of a mistake. Miller and I Apologize. Bluey, one touch. Looks to follow through to the backboard. This one will roll down out in front. Miller is there. Chip also pre-jumped it. They're just floating in front of the LTU net. Bluey, the only one on the ground, has to play back to his own end. Kaz tried for a shot and he couldn't make contact. I Apologize. Tried to fake out Chip. That wasn't quite working out. Now to the backboard again. I Apologize. One touch drops right down to you-know-who. Bluey's got 4. And with 3:19 to go here in Game 2, it looks extremely promising here for Indiana Tech. Not even giving LTU the opportunity to get on the board so far. It's been a very clean game too. Miller will take control. 50 there on Minty. I Apologize pops it up. Chip is there. Flip reset, not quite obtained, but Bluey is there for one touch. The follow through, Miller with the musty into the corner, double tap out towards the middle, and the 50 squeaks back out the other side there from Minty, and Chip will follow through on the left side, off the ceiling. Tries to drop it down for Bluey, and a nice save by I Apologize to keep the lead from swelling to 5 for now. Minty deflects this one to the side. Kaz just looking for a clear to the backboard. I Apologize, been bumped, and Bluey has 5. We're not even halfway gone. One player for the Warriors has put up 5 goals on 5 shots, and they are just feeding the open nets to him at this point. That one's set up beautifully by Miller. Bluey and Minty off the kickoff here, goes to the far side. Chip with one touch towards the net. I Apologize will take that one away. A little mini breezy to get around one. Couldn't quite get the follow through. Does get the 50 though, and now Kaz will try and keep this one in for LTU. This is the most amount of offensive time they've had, I believe, at this point in the game. This one pinching all the way back out the other way, though, and Miller finds a clear. Kaz forced to recoil. Bluey, no boost in the tank. He's just going to wait. Waiting for the boost to spawn. It's not going to come, so Chip will jump in. Gets it around a couple players. I Apologize. Trying to take his time. Bluey able to work that one to the middle. Miller, hook shot, cut back towards the net. Not quite a hook, doesn't matter. It's 6-0 as Miller on the board, and guess who set it up? Bluey involved in all 6 goals here for the Warriors, and it's still relatively early, just over the halfway point here in Game 2. Next one goes to the far side. I apologize. We'll take this one back up. Right wall. Chip. Off the sidewall. One touch, make it two. Now towards the net. I apologize is there. Bluey, I think, faked him out. It's 7-0. Chips on the board, and the Warriors are maybe trying to set some goal scoring records here with 107 seconds left. It is Bluey trying to take control. Chip works it to the middle. I apologize. Not able to get a second touch. Haas to the middle. It's Miller. It's another goal. This one's set up by Chip, who just would not let the ball go. 90 seconds to go. 8-0 lead. We will take control here, but Minty immediately cuts it off. An open net here for the Warriors for a moment. Miller able to steer that one aside. I apologize. Works it around one. Works it up over two. Bluey. Last one back. Chip stands tall to the task. Tech will try and take some offensive control here. Haven't had much of it here in this game. Kaz keeps it in. Bluey not allowing control. Chip swipes the ball off of him and sends it to the far side. Miller will go to the backboard, but Bluey will be the one taking one touch. Kaz 1, 2, maybe 3 touches there. Pops up off the curb for I apologize. He can't make contact. Bluey on target, steered away by Minty. Chip has been demoed. I apologize. Will circle his way back to the middle. Almost there for Miller into the middle for Bluey, but quite enough. Is this one still in the LTU zone? Kaz 50 there by Chip. Bluey to the middle for Miller. Open net. It's 9-0. 28 seconds to go. Chip and Kaz off the kickoff. This one straight back towards the Indiana Tech net. Bluey is on the left post for it. Can't quite get the next touch. Minty will clear it back down. Chip is there, not able to make contact. This one filters into the middle and all the way across. Miller tried to pinch it out, had to deal with the counter pinch there from I apologize. Last 10 seconds of game 2, the Warriors take it handily, and, well, again, maybe a little bit of a statement made here as we enter game 3. The Warriors on triple match point. Chip one more try towards the net, and that will do it. The Warriors are one game away from starting the season the right way. A 9-0 win. They've put up 18 goals compared to that of Lawrence Tech, who has put up 2 through 2 games. It's been a fantastic start. I mean, you want to look at the board here. Bluey, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 shots. Miller, 3 goals, 1 assist on 4 shots. Chip, 1 goal on 4 assists with 5 shots. And Lawrence Tech not able to put any shots on the board here in game 2, and it felt like it. They had maybe 1 or 2 looks, not able to get anything on net. I apologize, leading the way with 3 saves. Minty and Kaz with 1 in their own right. And yeah, the Warriors look strong. I don't really know what else to say other than this is the way they wanted to start the year. So we will move forward here as we enter game 3. Couple last words here from the LTU coach Reckless. We enter game 3. The Warriors, like I mentioned, they are 1 win away. They probably couldn't have asked for a better start to the season. Maybe they get 10 goals instead of 9, but I mean, honestly, it's a very, very good start to the year as Bluey will send this one towards the net. I apologize. That's a pass right out in front. Kaz makes the save. Chip is there. Minty will steer it aside. Miller off the corner, tries to rattle this one out in front, but I apologize is there. Miller infield for Bluey, it's behind him, and that will allow the outlet here for Lawrence Tech, but only for a moment. Oz stands up to 50 there. Miller gets 50'd by 2 Lawrence Tech players as chip across to Bluey. Now the net's wide open, and it will fall. Bluey gets credit for the goal. And with 4:25 to go, I feel like I've said this a lot early, but the Warriors off and running and relentless today. Goes to the near side off the kickoff here. Miller off the ceiling, tries to drop it down, nothing doing. I apologize, one touch off the corner. This one stays back in the corner rather. Minty to Bluey off the backboard, and that will allow the Warriors to break back out. Chip not able to get around. I apologize. The double towards the net, nothing there. Kaz will tie this game with 4:04 to go off the feed from I apologize, and Lawrence Tech is on the board here in game 3. Goes to the near side corner for Lawrence Tech. Kaz will take control, tries to get it out. Miller into the middle for Bluey. Talk about taking control. Still loose on the goal line. Chip finds a way through, and the Warriors take the lead right back. 3:51 to go here in game 3. Just a pinball wizard. I think he hit almost every player for Lawrence Tech as that one finds its way through. Bluey with one touch off the kickoff. Here come the Warriors again. Minty one touch, 2, got the flip, couldn't really use it, and Kaz will try to find the clear. Miller around 1, Minty will go across. Miller's gonna defect here for Bluey. To the backboard, look for the double, nothing doing, and now Kaz back the other way. He will wrap this one around out front. Chip is there. We'll try and take it back out. I apologize. Goes above 1. Bluey's there for the clear, though, and Minty forced to make a save. Kaz, one touch. Turned away there by Chip. Now Minty looking upfield for Kaz. Tried to go towards the net, but wasn't able to make contact, and I apologize up the wall now. Flip reset in hand. Bluey up for the challenge. No shot available. Minty to the middle looking for Kaz. Chip already up. Warriors too fast. Bluey's up as well. Dunks it down in front, but Miller was harassed on his way to the net. Minty tries to make a save, still loose out in front. Kaz another save. This one goes wide for now. Chip tries to pinch it towards the middle. Kaz from the net will send it out off the sidewall for 1, but no follow through coming. I apologize. Towards the net, Bluey makes 1 save. Miller will watch this one as his 2 teammates clear back out to the corner. Kaz off the sidewall. Has a man middle. Can't quite work it anywhere except for around Miller, and Bluey will take control, flicks it up over the top of I apologize. Now Chip to the near post. Bluey with the rebound. The ball found him. Lawrence Tech back the other way. Kaz, does he win the foot race? Elects to pop it back out in front. I apologize. Too slow as Miller got there. And Indiana Tech able to stave off a potential goal against. Maybe not quite entirely. Bluey tries to work this one out. Does just that. Pops this one towards the backboard. I apologize is there. He'll go to the backboard off the 50 from Chip. Miller looking middle. Finds Bluey. Shot. Save made by Kaz. And I apologize. We'll keep this one out wide. Chip off the corner. Musty towards the middle. Steered out by Kaz. That's a good clear for Lawrence Tech. And now a scoring opportunity. But Bluey able to make the save off the shot from Minty, I believe. Now Kaz just looking to keep it in off the backboard. That's available for I apologize. Miller closes the gap. Minty off the corner. Tries for the double. Nothing there. Kaz to the backboard. Miller able to make 1 touch and then a second to clear it out. Gets a third to go further. I apologize. We'll watch. He'll go towards the middle, but it's stuffed out again. And here comes Lawrence Tech. Kaz off the corner. Chip able to get 1 touch, but the bumps run rampant on the back line, and Minty able to secure a tie game for Lawrence Tech. It's I apologize bumping Bluey, and Minty just has the open net. And Lawrence Tech, they're in this one here with a $1:15 to go. It is Chip and Kaz off the kickoff. A bump comes out. Chip looking for control. Goes underneath. Minty tries to take it back. Chip not able to do much here. This will allow Lawrence Tech a little bit of possession, but Bluey goes for 150, Kaz up over the top of another. Miller's been bumped. Now Kaz will look to take some control, or rather Minty. I apologize, one touch off the sidewall. Flip reset, uses it. That baits Kaz though. Bluey's got an open net. And the Warriors take a 3-2 lead with 47 seconds to go. Is Kaz maybe a little too aggressive here? And, well, Bluey makes him pay for it. His second goal of the game. Bluey and Minty here off the kickoff. There's the demo. Immediately it was Chip getting Minty. Now Miller downfield. This one goes to the corner. Chip tries to pinch it middle. Bluey is there. He'll just let it go. Then gets faked by Minty. And here comes LTU once more. Chip able to get back in time. Just take that one off the car of Minty. And well, here comes Chip the other way. Air dribble off the backboard. 50s, I think, off Bluey and a Lawrence Tech player. And now Chip will move it downfield. Minty is there. I apologize. One touch across. Miller will touch this one back to the middle. Kaz, one pop. Bluey is there. He'll look for a touch middle. Nothing happening. Chip now towards the corner. 10 seconds on the board. And the Warriors just looking to close this one out, but they'll get one more. Miller with 5 seconds on the board will secure the win for the Warriors. And again, we saw Bluey make the exact same pass earlier in the series. And it ends on the same note. 5 seconds until this win is official. The Indiana Tech Warriors, barring disaster, now it's official. They will start their season the right way, just the same way they started last year, by sweeping Lawrence Tech. This one's still alive. I apologize. Keeps it up. When it hits the ground like it does just there, the Indiana Tech Warriors will have secured this series win. Well done. Tonight, they will play next week against, I believe it is Defiance. They've also got some other events coming up soon as well. You'll hear more as we go along. But the Warriors, a good start to the season today. A 4-2 win there in the final game. Can't really complain. They are off and running 1-0. Some updates around the league. It looks like Rochester also won their series. They won their series against Cleary. Looking for maybe a score update there before we get out of here. It was 3-0 Rochester Christian by scores of 4-1, 2-0, and 5-2. So Rochester Christian, the defending champs, also off and running with their first win of the season. But that all being said, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Bub. That concludes how the season starts, and we'll be back next week. Warriors start the season 1-0.